What's cracking, YouTube? It's Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig. Thank you so much for clicking and watching the video. Ron, this shirt is out here for two reasons. Mainly so you have something cool to look at, and I'll flip it over so you can read the stuff on the backside. It was fishing for a cure breast cancer from this previous summer. My wife and I went to it, and it was a stocked catfish pond, and you know, you pay your fee, and then you pay for your poundage of your fish, and it all goes to help fight for a cure of cancer. It was cool. Came with the, the really cheesy shirt, but it's still kind of nice. So that's for you, Ron. As you can see, fishing for a cure. Got yourself a little fishy. Well, this shirt, after that day, got really dirty with fish slime and fish guts because I cleaned up my fish, and we fried up a bunch of catfish as well, and it was so good. My wife did a great job cooking that catfish. It's about these pods. If you don't know what pods are, this is for your laundry. You take one of those. Those are stuck together, by the way. I don't want to rip them apart because they'll probably leak out all of their detergent. So pods, you take that, you throw it in your washing machine, you fill it up with whatever clothes you're going to wash, and you do your cycle. What's supposed to happen, not so much with cold water. I've noticed you have an issue where the gel is like a gel cap in a sense that you swallow for pills. The gel doesn't always break down. And I've found pieces of it on my shirts before. Hot water, kind of the same deal with it as well. And I think it's mostly along here where it's much thicker. And I have more of a high efficiency type of washing machine where it uses very, very little water, and that may be the problem with these. These are also prone to staining. They sometimes leave an oily residue, just like with dryer sheets and fabric softener. And for some reason, after trying 5-6 different brands, they leave a weird smell, both in the washing machine, the dryer, and on my clothes. I couldn't figure it out. Perhaps it was just because my water chemistry mixing with these created some weird funky smell. It didn't smell good. It wasn't a nice smell. So, my wife, she was searching on Pinterest or online, looking at different types of detergents, and she said, well, how hard is it to make your own detergent? Turns out, it's pretty damn easy. Turns out, it's pretty damn cheap. What you want, now I don't know how this is pronounced, Zote, whatever, it has a nice soapy smell to it. I really like this actually, having used this now for, I guess we've been using this stuff for 6 months or more now. You got this is a brick, they sell it in chipped form, in a box. I have not tried that, that'd be very easy. So you need yourself some of that. They make two types, this one, white, and a pink. I haven't used the pink, I only used the white because it doesn't have any dyes or anything in it. And then, here's Power Packs. This is what those pods came in. Got it from Sam's Club. That's not that's not what is in here though. What's in here is the result. What you do is you take, this is my recipe, 2 bars of this. It's like $1.50 I think a bar. Pretty cheap. We start out using Arm & Hammer baking soda. Now, if you go into the baking aisle, you have your little mini box. You have your refrigerator box. You have a pretty good size, and then I think you have a family size sometimes. But like Walmart and other stores, they put the more expensive stuff in the high traffic areas. If you go over into the soap section, laundry soap, it's usually all the way at the end of the aisle, about head height if you're 5'11", 6 feet. And you'll see these up there. I mean, you can't miss that. It's pretty obvious. Grab yourself 2 of these. So you're at $3 now. Grab yourself one of the bigger containers of Arm & Hammer baking soda. It's usually called family size. That's the one I've used most of the time. That or the wash booster or detergent booster made by Arm & Hammer as well. I just get Arm & Hammer. I like them. Get yourself 1 box of that. Take your 1 box of Arm & Hammer baking soda, dump it out into a big bowl, baking dish, whatever you want to use. You're going to need some volume and space, so you have a really big bowl. That's the best way to do it. Take these bars, open up the plastic stuff around it, and grate. Yes, grate. You can use the fine grate on a grater. You can use the coarse grating. It's totally your preference. I use the normal coarse style. The fine grate I find jams up a little bit. Not really a big deal, but I don't want it to be clumpy in balls. I want each individual thing coming out. So what you do is you grate that entire bar. Once you've grated that entire bar, grate the second bar. And what you're doing with all the gratings of the soap is you're putting in that bowl or that whatever you're putting your baking soda in. This is where you need to be able to use both hands and mix it up and, thoroughly mix. It doesn't have to be anal retentively mixed, but thoroughly mixed. Once you've done that, you need to have a somewhat airtight container to put it in. If you're in a high humidity area like myself in Arkansas, you don't want to have a lot of moisture getting in on your baking soda and your soap because it will clump. And there we have it. White on white's not really showing up very well. Okay, imagine that. But this is what the end result. I took these from work. They came in with the new Aris DOCSIS 3.0 modems. Little silica packet. Absorbs moisture. I have like 4 or 5 in there. I also keep 1 tablespoon. I got more to talk about on that, and some experiences and suggestions for you. What you're left with, let me find some pieces that maybe have not, there we go, there's a piece that's not broken up. It's like grated cheese. Kind of looks like mozzarella, doesn't it? Don't eat it. You'll be hating life. So we got that. Okay. What happens sometimes is your baking soda settles, which it is, about 1 inch underneath. There's your baking soda. You kind of see it there. Actually, this isn't baking soda. This is a booster made by Arm & Hammer. Sold in the exact same spot right next to the family size. And, man, that smells so good. A nice, clean, soapy smell. It just works great. You do not need much of this. Just like with these pods, they're about a tablespoonish. By trial and error, this is what I did. When I first started, I started with about half a tablespoon. And you know what? That half a tablespoon actually does a pretty good job. If your clothes are really dirty, not going to do a good job. You're going to want to go with a heaping spoonful. Whoops. About something like that. Notice there's a lot of baking soda on there. That's okay, because there's a lot of soap underneath the baking soda. You don't have to try and get exactly like a 50-50 portion or a 1/3 to 2/3 or anything like that. That really doesn't matter too much. Just so it looks pretty good. Now, I personally would recommend, because my high efficiency blah 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 washing machine doesn't agitate crazy. Don't do more than, say, 1.5 tablespoons. Just the other day, my wife did again by accident, or forgetful. She was on the phone while she was doing some laundry. She took 1 big heaping spoon like that. That's what, almost 2 tablespoons. And then she did another one, the same. So you have almost 4 tablespoons worth in there, and the entire washing machine was filled up with soap. I had to wash it again without any soap just to get the soap out of the clothes. So keep that in mind. These do suds up really well. When you're using it with your hands, if you have sensitive hands, please use gloves. If you don't worry about it. Go rinse your hands off when you're done. But you'll feel how much soap is created. So again, 1 heaping tablespoon. That's all you need. And that's even for my work clothes. Sometimes they get really funky. Dirty, muddy, stinky, sweaty. This does great. When they come out of the wash, they have the same smell that you smell with this. In fact, when you go to the store, smell the bar. You can smell it because it's not airtight. That'll give you an idea what it smells like. So I don't use fabric softener anymore. Because honestly, Bounce and Snuggle and all that stuff is actually, the fabric sheet ones are really, really bad for you. Health-wise, your clothes, you get oil spotting, they help break down your clothes faster, and it's dangerous. Why is it dangerous? That's because the more you use it, the more the oils build up inside your lint trap, inside your, what is that called? The vent tube you use that takes your lint, little bits of lint and your hot air and your hot moist air out of your dryer and through your house and everything. That collects in there. As it collects on the inside of that accordion tubing, it attracts more lint. And you will actually, over time, clog your dryer vent tube thing. I personally have done that, and I saw it myself because the guy came over and he showed me, hey, this is really dangerous. I'm a plumber, blah, blah, blah. This is my specialty. I go to houses all the time, and I've actually seen house fires get started because of this. Now, I'm taking him for his word. But it made sense because he showed me with a little endoscope thing. He didn't charge me for it. But all he had to do was go about 8 feet through the tube, and boom, it was almost completely blocked. with all this lint. And I was using dryer sheets like crazy all the time because they smell great. They make my clothes soft. They're not that staticky. This works great. You get a little staticky with it, so you can always add a dryer sheet if you really want to, or I think you can use aluminum foil ball. Just throw it in there. It takes the static out. Have not done that. Anyways, try to get away from using dryer sheets. They're really bad for you. They're dangerous for your house and your lives, as it would turn out. And give it a try. Worst case scenario, you are out. 2 of these, that's $3. A container of, if you buy the booster, which is more expensive, I believe that was $4 for a big old one. So for less than $10, alright, you can give yourself a little project, see if it works. If it works for you, great. You're going to save buku bucks. If it doesn't, well, now you know. And if you do try it, hey, send me a VR. Make a quick little video. Send me a message. Explain, hey, this is what I tried. This is what I think of it. Good, bad, or indifferent. And as always, if you do have any questions, please put them right down below in the comments. They pop up in my email on my phone all the time. Thank you very much for watching. You guys stay clean out there. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. I told Ron I'd flip the shirt over. Let's flip this bad boy over. Nothing cool for you. There you go. Let's see if we focus on that a little bit. Zoom in. There you go, Ron. You might want to pause it if you want to read it. Someone's at my door. I gotta go. Thanks for watching.